We're a few days into spring and a lot of folks are thinking about planting fruit trees. Spring and fall are ideal times to plant your fruit trees. Your apples, your cherries, your plums, your Asian pears, European pears, all are fantastic fruit trees. As long as you can plant them in a spot, a well-draining spot in your yard that gets at least 6 hours of sun, that would work beautifully. If your yard is small or you have a balcony garden, consider planting some of our dwarf trees. We've got some of our columnar apple trees. They work beautifully in pots. There are a number of dwarf cherry or peach trees that will also work well in really large pots. Most fruit trees like the same treatment. A lot of fruit trees like apples, plums, pears need a second different type as a pollinator. So if you want to plant an apple and get apples, you need a second different kind of apple that will flower at the same time. If you're cramped for space, think about going together with your neighbors, even if they're 1 or 2 houses away, and you can each plant your different apples and have your flowers pollinated. Let's go take a look at some of our stone fruits because those are treated a little bit differently. So stone fruits like peaches and apricots are a little bit different. They still love as much sun as you can give them in a warm place, but they don't like our Vancouver weather. Sometimes I don't either. You'll notice that we've got them under cover in early spring, and this is to prevent peach leaf curl. So you need to think about placement of peaches and apricots. Under a south-facing overhang of your house is ideal. On a balcony where they get a lot of sun in a container, also a great idea. Or if you have a spot for them in the middle of the yard, if you can think about making some sort of roof, even if you do a temporary easy up tent, to prevent the overhead rain hitting their opening buds and leaves. This way you can prevent disease, increase your crop. So you'll need to leave that cover on. I usually leave the cover on my small peach from mid-March to about end of April, depending on Mother Nature. So you watch your leaf buds, you want to put the cover over top of them, you want lots of air movement. If you have a dwarf Empress peach or something growing in an oak barrel, you can use a piece of rebar and a dollar store plastic umbrella. It's as simple as that. It doesn't need to stay on the whole season, but if you can't grow them under an overhang, provide them with a little bit of a roof.